This is the Javelin Sprint Series, a point-to-point time attack series which I'm competing in this year in my Toyota Yaris T Sport. Last time out we were at Brighton Park and won our debut in the J13 class, and today we're at Cadwell Park, aka the mini Nurburgring, where no one's actually in the J13 class, so we've been moved up into the faster J11 class, so we actually have other cars to compete with. With much faster cars in this class, including a C2, an MB MX-5 and a classic Mini with a Honda VTEC engine swapped in, it's going to take a lot of skill to see any silverware be added to the collection, as I'm already at a 40 horsepower deficit on the next car up. But will we be able to conquer the mountain, or will we fall off the cliff? Well, let's get into the video to find out. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video where today we are back out in the Toyota Yaris for another round of the Javelin and Toyota Sprint Series. This time we're up at Cadwell Park. Obviously the last video was soon with the Swift and the track day to get practice, and this time we're here in the Yaris to do it for real. We're here for some competition. Big thing is that we moved up a class on the Javelin side, so we're not in J13 anymore, in J11. As I was the only one in J13, I didn't really fancy racing myself because that'd be a boring video. So we're in J11 this time, so we're in the 1.6 to 1.8 class. Obviously I've done nothing to it, it's still a J13 car, it's just that we've moved up a class. If I'd have done J11 in the last round, the last video, it would have been 4th out of 7. So we can definitely be in the mix, which was a bit more of a push to try and go into this class. So yeah, so a bit more to push for in this video this time out at Cadwell Park. Like I say, we did the track day a couple of days ago for us, and obviously the last video that you would have saw. So a bit more confident in the car, well, a bit more confident in the track. We know the car well, we've got grippier tyres, we've got a lighter car, so we can definitely fly around the corners a lot more than we did with the Swift. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just about to go on the practice runs now, a bit of a delayed start, so yeah, car's all ready to go, car's ready to rock and roll. So let's get to it. So if you've already seen the Brighton video, you know we get 1 untimed practice run as well as 6 timed runs. So this is the practice run. This is basically just to sort of get an idea of how the track is and how far you can push the car really without actually being timed. So if you saw the map at the start of the video, then we're going to start from Hall's Bend on completely cold tyres and brakes, which I completely forget. So coming around to the exit of Hall's Bend, I'm just asking a bit too much of them rear tyres as they are quite cold. It's the first time I've put the Yaris on Cadwell as well, so once again also learning the track in the Yaris. We're coming up to Gooseneck at the end of the lap. Once again, just asking a bit too much of the car. Do go wide at Gooseneck, and the lap ends just after Gooseneck before we get to the mountain. So let's see what time we get on the practice run. So we're banging a 1:43.7. Obviously at the time I didn't know that, as this is an untimed practice run, but as we get into the first run then, we know exactly where we need to calm down, especially with our cold tyres. Launch then we get a 2.36, so we're going to come through Hall's Bend then. We're still going to ask a bit too much of the tyre takes. It's having to see, I'm having to correct the steering. But coming up to the top hairpin, we are much better, we've got a much better line now. The rear tyres aren't giving out here. So coming through to the next corner, here for whatever reason, I leave it in second thinking that was going to be quicker. But going through the corner, I end up putting it in third anyway now, knowing that that's going to be a quicker line for the next lap. So sector 1 time now, 35.71. And obviously in the practice run we did mess up Gooseneck a little bit as well, so this time once again we know we're going to have to calm down a little bit. So just a little left foot brake then, hit the apex this time and coming down the hill. And what time are we going to get for run number 1? So we get a 1:43.4, then only a slight improvement over our practice run, but surprisingly we get 42nd out of 74 overall, which actually puts us second in class in J11. And Toyota overall 5 out of 9, obviously I'm the only one in the D Pro class. So we're actually a little bit more competitive than we thought we were going to be at the start of the day. But lap 2, that's where something special happens. as we catch the action straight after sector 1. We get a better launch, and our sector 1 time is a second quicker. So as we come through the hills then and coming right back down, we know we've got something special coming down the hill. Now this is where the Yaris really does, it's this biggest weakness of this track. As we come back up the hill, you can just hear it struggling. Yeah, in fifth, you can just hear it struggling, but we brake nice and late then and get the car nicely rotated in as we're coming up to the gooseneck section of the track, straight into fourth gear, round the big right-hander, and we know we're really cooking it now. We've got something special. Getting to gooseneck then, once again, we're going to ask a bit too much, so we do go a bit wide at the first apex, but we do manage to hit the second apex. Coming down the hill, then we're just going to brake a little bit later than we have done, and we get the car nicely tucked into the apex. So what is the time for run at number 2? Well, we shave off about 3 seconds as we get a 140.8, and I think I'm really happy about it.
Fuck off a 148. Go on, boys, what a lap! 148. Oh my days, rapid!
Yeah, pretty decent time. Still puts us second in class, and we go to 41st overall. Right guys, so that's the first 2 proper runs done, and obviously the practice run. Practice run didn't go too badly at all, to be fair. Yeah, it's just basically learning at what points I need to, you know, be pushing the car. The rear end came out a few times, but it obviously came out a few times as well in the actual runs. Just learning to control it more now though. But yeah, first run of 143 something, 143.4. Pretty happy with that. Put me second in class, so obviously dead happy with that. Obviously moving up a class second, and then yeah, managing a 140.8 in that second run. Much more confident in the car, far more confident in the corners. Yeah, I'm well happy with that time, as you can probably hear. Yeah, I'm really happy. 4 more runs theoretically to do, but we're on lunch now, and we're only after the second run, so I'm not sure we'll be able to get 6th run in. But yeah, about 4 seconds off that Mini in leading the class, which is stupid. That's like 27th overall. Yeah, I'm 40th overall, and about 4 seconds ahead of the MX-5, which is 3rd in class. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Just makes me want to like, you know, modify this Yaris even more, you know, see how far I can get with it. But yeah, obviously that's all money and cost and things, obviously wheels racing and that. This is basically the best it's going to be for a while. But yeah, if I get 140 around here, 100 horsepower, I'll take it. But yeah, we're on lunch now, so hopefully we do get 4 more runs in, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get to run number 3. Well, in run 3 we actually get exactly the same time as we did in run 2. So for run 4, I'm just going to be quiet for this one, and I'm just going to let you all watch how the lap goes. For the first time today we break into the 39s, and once again I'm pretty happy about it.
1:39.8, boys. We're in the 39s. I don't know if that one's going to count though, because I think I'm wide twice.
Luckily that lap did count, so a 1:39.89 is our quickest so far today. Overall still 41st out of 74, and we've actually been bumped up a place in the Toyota overall, so we're 5th out of 9. And well, for the remaining 2 runs we don't actually improve. We do get another 39.95 for run 5, and run 6 was a tiny bit slower for a 1:40.02, so there's not really too much to show you on the last 2 runs, as it's basically just the same as you just saw. So there we go then, we actually do finish 42nd overall and 2nd in the J11 class. So there's only one thing to do, and that's collect our trophies. Right guys, there we go. Did get the 6 runs in the end. And yeah, I think I smashed it, to be fair. So we're in the obviously upper class. Didn't think I'd get anywhere near podium, but here we are, 2nd place. Obviously won the Toyota class because I'm on my own for that. But yeah, 2nd out of 5 of us in the J11 class. So yeah, I'll definitely take that. And yeah, probably the best bit of driving I've done ever today. Absolutely smashed it. Pushed the car to its limits pretty much. Bit disappointed on that last run. I was hoping to get a bit quicker, as I thought that was the run that I put it all together. But yeah, it ended up being the 4th run I ended up being quickest on. But 1:39.8, like I say, I'll take it. 42nd overall out of 74. And yeah, like I say, 3rd, 2nd least powerful car here, but showing that it can pull its weight when it can. And say, I'm impressed with it. Does make me want to modify it even more though, and say probably stay in the J11 class for the rest of the season now. As like I say, pretty close. I want to say pretty close, but say 3 seconds off that mini. And I think about 3 or 3.5 seconds to 3rd place. And there should be an MR2 here as well. I just had an engine problem anyway. So yeah, should have been some more competition with that as well. But yeah, like I say, I'll take it. Brilliant track, Cadwell. We'll be racing here at some point in September as well. But that's probably going to be a few more videos for you lot. So yeah, so we'll be back here at some point, and yeah, don't know what else to say, to be fair. It's a great day, nice, another brilliant sunny day. More trophies for the cabinet, for the Yaris. So yeah, thank you very much for watching YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I don't know what's next for us. I believe it's going to be the Anglesey double header for this before we racing again, so I'm not sure if there'll be any other videos before then. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.